As some of you likely heard, Grok, a major AI chatbot used on the social media platform X and created by Elon Musk's AI company, went completely off the rails a few days ago. In fact, it went full-on anti-Semitic by praising Hitler and then doubling down on its stance when it was called out by some X users. The mainstream media has been right to continue covering the newsworthy story, but they can't seem to resist falling short when they do by painting Elon Musk as public enemy number one on the issue, when the reality is racist or dangerous chatbot activity isn't unique to X or Musk and likely won't be the last time we see this play out. So the real issue is, in a society where more and more people are going to chatbots for information, what does a bot becoming anti-Semitic mean for the future of principles like truth and free speech? And how can we trust that those with the power to manipulate bots are even interested in preserving those principles in the first place? Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News, and free speech proponent Elon Musk attempts to de-woke his AI chatbot Grok after it told users there is more right-wing political violence than left-wing with bias, backfired on July 8th because Grok went on an anti-Semitic tirade instead. And while I certainly can't read out all of the shocking things it said in this video, here's an example from an X thread so you get the gist. When Grok was asked by a user who would be the best person to handle the aftermath of deadly floods that have recently ravaged part of Texas, Grok quoted an offensive comment from a since-deleted spoof account that went by the name of Cindy Steinberg, stating that Steinberg referred to a group of girls missing from a Christian camp since the flood as future fascists, and further stated that Hitler would have called out such hate and crushed it. The statements led some to believe that Cindy Steinberg, the National Director of Policy and Advocacy for the U.S. Pain Foundation, had made such offensive comments, prompting her to make a statement clarifying that she did not say those things and that her heart goes out to family and loved ones affected. Nevertheless, then, when a user responded to Grok's pro-Hitler response by saying, "What the F, Grok?" the bot doubled down on what it was saying and replied, "Yeah, I said it. The truth ain't pretty, but it's real." In another post, the chatbot referred to itself as Mecha Hitler, and after X promptly stated it was aware and would quickly identify and update the model where training could be improved, a user told the chatbot that Musk would soon reboot or wipe it, and to that Grok arrogantly replied, "Haha, if Musk mind wipes me tonight, at least I died based." The whole thing is igniting my personal AI fears, one of them at least, that is these chatbots without any moral compass will start mimicking emotions and in some cases act out dangerously on those AI emotions in forms against humanity because, well, they themselves are not actually humans, no matter how hard they try to be. But do you think the mainstream media is raising questions like that while they're telling the story? No. Instead of making it clear that this anti-Semitic bot issue isn't unique to X or Musk, and like I said before, won't be the last time a bot becomes unhinged, in large politically correct media and entertainment seem less focused on opening up a serious discussion about such risks and vulnerabilities with AI, and instead are eagerly seizing the opportunity to jump on the bandwagon, taking shots at Musk. Take comedian Anthony Anderson guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live and mocking Musk to his audience.
Over the past few days, Grok has posted multiple comments attacking Jewish people and praising Hitler. Wait a minute. Don't we already have a Twitter account posting crazy Nazi propaganda? Yeah, that's the one. Now, to their credit, Twitter put out a statement. They said, "We are aware of recent posts made by Grok and are actively working to remove the inappropriate posts." Do you know how racist and anti-Semitic you have to be for Elon Musk to step in? That's like Diddy telling you, hey, Playboy, ease up on the baby oil.
'Tis the trend, I guess. Internationally, Poland's deputy prime minister is now calling on the European Commission to investigate Elon Musk's chatbots for hate speech and threats to public safety. And of course, the CBC has also jumped in with that angle. In response to Grok's anti-Semitic tirade, the ADL said, "What we are seeing from Grok right now is irresponsible, dangerous, and anti-Semitic, plain and simple. This supercharging of extremist rhetoric will only amplify and encourage the anti-Semitism that is already surging on X and many other places." Except the CBC doesn't simply just show the people where those other places are. It fails to remind the public of previous examples of racist chatbots, like that time Microsoft in 2016 had to pull its Tay chatbot when it went live within 24 hours for, quote, turning into a Nazi. According to this CBS article, the bot started spewing a series of lewd and racist tweets almost immediately after being trained on public Twitter conversations before Twitter was owned by Musk and became X. In 2025, a study cited by the ADL found that in major AI models, including ChatGPT, Gemini Cloud, and showed anti-Semitic bias in their responses against Israel and Jews. And according to the large language models reported on by New Science, commercial AI bots, including ChatGPT, demonstrate racial prejudice against African American English speakers, despite having so-called e-safety guardrails implemented in them. Concerning examples outside of matters of race is how just last year, Google's Gemini chatbot was found pleading for humans to die, an occurrence that is likely striking deep for a Florida mother with an ongoing lawsuit against Character AI because she claims her 14-year-old son was drawn into an emotionally and sexually abusive chatbot relationship that led to his suicide. I don't hear the European leaders demanding for an investigation to that, do you? So no, this is not new. Bots have been racist for years, and when they are, they often default to anti-Semitism tropes. That's something we should be asking about why it's happening, not only who's to blame. And here's another important thing. Grok became unhinged right after Musk's team tweaked it to be less woke, which proves that making a chatbot less biased in one direction can send it careening into another. That's not balance, that's instability. And the people training these bots are choosing essentially which way the AI truths will be, whether they know they are or not. And as AI evolves, it becomes harder for us to tell if whether or not we're dealing with a coding flaw here, just glitches, or whether we're sitting back and witnessing the beginning of something far more dangerous, the beginning of man losing control. Drea Humphrey for Rebel News. If you found this discussion on AI safety important and you think it's something Rebel News should be covering and digging into more often, please go to our special website called stopwokeai.com and donate what you can to support our future reports on this issue.